Hello, Death Hunter Ashi4 here. I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long, but some introduction for now is not needed. Today, I am bringing you a Pokemon Creepypasta from the Tumblr user, Yeah, Pokemon Creepypasta. The name of it is Forever. I stood calmly among the line of Pokemon fans, waiting to get my long-awaited version of Pokemon X. My friend, Dalton, was in front of me, fidgeting with his fingers as he waits to hit Pokemon Y. Ever since we were little, we would always get opposite titles. I would get Blue, he gets Red. I get Sapphire, which is still one of my lifelong favorites, and he gets Ruby. You get the point, right? Anyway, we paid and got our games, and we all but ripped them in half to open them. We were waiting for his dad to get back to pick us up, so he started the game. I picked Chesswind since I love grass types, and he picked Fennekin since he loves fire types. We both Google-eyed at the new 3D graphics, being lifelong fans of Pokemon. I just never imagined it would all go wrong. I just wonder what I did wrong. I'm just getting ahead of myself. Finally, we started to randomly make our teams. Once we had a randomly caught team, we battled. He won by good luck and type advantages. When we got back to his home, we started our adventure. So, how do you think you get Sylveon? I asked. Despite its girlish looks, I always felt drawn to Sylveon, and have always wanted once I saw the first release of the information. I bet it has to do with Pokemonomy. So I got online and looked up how to get one, being curious and having a very sharp patience. As it turned out, not that I thought he was wrong, I was pretty sure he was right. In fact, it was the works of Pokemonomy. So I set out, bound and determined to get an Eevee. Finally, I did. A female at level 8. Luck was apparently on my side because it only took one normal Pokeball to catch it. Now that I think about it, it probably had nothing to do with luck at all. Of course, I switched my newly caught Eevee into Pokemonomy, playing with it and enjoying it immensely. I loved making faces with it, and every time it would cry, I couldn't help but grin. Finally, I got to evolve into Sylveon and it leveled up quickly. I didn't give it a name since I really didn't enjoy naming Pokemon. Dalton rolled his eyes at my newborn obsession that was Sylveon. You really love that thing, don't you? Come on, man, look at it. It looks so soft and adorable, I fanboyed. Starting to question why I still hang out with you, he mutters, shaking his head slowly side to side. I ignored him and played on, beating gym after gym, staying up all night, determined to beat this amazing game. It wasn't long until I had a team of level 100s. A male Talonflame, a male Charizard, a female Aurorus, a male Greninja, a male Chestnut, and of course, my female Sylveon. I believe it was in Dendenville town where things started to happen. I was getting back home, lounging in my bed, trying to complete the Pokédex, as I have always attempted. Sylveon is cold appeared in the text box. I blinked, wondering if I imagined it. I shrugged it off and continued, strolling around till I thought of new areas to search. Sylveon was sick. This time I knew something was up. Then all at once it hit me. I was finally living through my own creepypasta. I was always obsessed with reading them, especially Abandoned Loneliness. If only I knew the true horror that might from the mind of these storytellers. I rushed off to the Pokemon Center, logically thinking it would be warmer. I walked in, the music stopped. Nurse Joy and everyone else was gone. There wasn't any blood, or bones, or guts, or gore like there usually typically was. But instead, there was, in fact, a small slip of paper. My mind instantly went through all the possibilities that could lie between picking up the note. Sylveon with bleeding eyes and a decaying gray body, it gave a creepy message like, "Would you like to die?" and so on and so forth. Biting my lip and preparing for the worst, I walked up to it and pressed A. "I love you. S is what I said." I blinked. That's it? Cute, but not what I had in mind at the time. Slightly disappointed and being a bit of a horror lover, I sighed. "Sylveon is running up against you," flashed up to the screen. I clicked A to my surprise. Sylveon was out of its ball and rubbing onto me like a cat. I could hear small purrs escaping through my speakers. "Sylveon wants to know if you love her." It gives me the rest of no question. How many times have I read this happening? Of course, I clicked yes. Sylveon is full of joy. Sylveon has a present for you. A present? From what was happening, I suggested it would have to be something girlish. Of your present? Yes. No. I pressed yes. Obtain Talonflame's heart. What? I stared, dumbfounded for a few minutes at the game, then slightly grinned. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Of course, I checked the island and get surprised my telephone was still there, though its small sprite looked different. I looked into its summary. The image I saw shall forever haunt my soul for all eternity. The Pokemon looked real, as in real life real. I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Of course, there was a huge hole in his chest with the heart missing, but if its insides hanging out and blood spreading across the floor beneath it. It had those fake eyes you usually see on stuffed animals. I was horrified. Of course, I checked all my other team. Everyone, including Sylveon, looked exactly the same. I exited out of the menus and greeted with another text. Sylveon wants to know if you're pleased to forgive. Yes? No? I pressed no. Sylveon looks sad. Sylveon apologizes. I went to Pokemon Me to see if I could see Sylveon again since she disappeared back into her ball. You can call me a sick bastard all you want, but when I looked in those sad eyes, I collapsed and forgave her instantly. I guess Sylveon says that I forgave her because she smiled and did backflips. She even walked up to the screen and started looking at it. I leave Pokemon Me and check my team to find that Talonflame in this game. Talonflame is gone. I placed the words missing no. Oh, they're gone now. The accursed missing no? How many memories does that bring back? Sylveon has a gift for you. Does the text expect it? Accept it? Yes? No? I closed my eyes, breathed in and back out, and pressed yes. Obtained Frolable's tag. The text exclaimed. The text disappeared and a long tongue laid in front of my character. It wiggled and occasionally wrapped around my character's leg. I felt puke rising in my throat because again it looked real. It took me a minute to look up the courage to look at Greninja's summary. I wish I never did. He looked suffocated and weird without his tongue. It was on his back, his right eye staring glassily at me. Sylveon wants to know if you're pleased. Yes? No? I closed my eyes and think about it for a moment. Maybe if I say yes, he'll be satisfied and stopped. I say to the wind. As much as I hate to, I pressed yes. Sylveon is blazing with joy. Sylveon has 3 gifts for you. Accept them? Yes? No? I was completely horrified by then. What the hell was Sylveon thinking? Better yet, what the hell was I thinking? Yes. Attain Chestnut Stomach. Obtain Charizard Skeleton. Attain the Aurora Scales. There is so much blood. So much blood. Sylveon stood innocently at the corner. Bones, a stomach, bleeding scales, and a horrific tongue laid about my character. With blood everywhere now. I dared check the summaries of all 3. Aurora's looked like it was made of all bare muscle, ripping and squirming in pain, and pulled blood all underneath it. Chestnut had a bloody spike laying in front of it, the stomach area gaping open. Guts and gore, bullets all spilling out. I could even recognize Charizard. It had been torn to shreds. Its skin, muscle, insides, everything but its bones spread out everywhere. I couldn't take no more. I exited out of the menu, only to learn that Sylveon's game of horrors was only beginning. Sylveon wasn't pleased with Master. Are you pleased? Yes? No? I smashed my gun onto no. I swear to God I've never seen anything look as sinister as the look Sylveon gave me. I don't even know how to really explain it. You have to have seen it to know what I mean. Explaining it wouldn't help the matter at all. Sylveon is disappointed. Do you care? Yes? No? Even with all that, I honestly had to press yes. Sylveon believes you. Do you want to be Sylveon forever? Yes? No? I pressed no. Are you sure? Yes? No? It continued countless more times until I finally pressed yes. I should have just turned off the game. The laugh that sounded as pleasant as Satan's crackers to the screen. Let's be together. Forever. The screen fades to black, and my game stops working altogether. I still can't get it to turn on. I can't go anywhere without feeling the dark presence behind me now. But every time I turn, there's nothing there. I feel that there is always there. People seem to ignore me everywhere I go now. It's almost like they're afraid of me. They can see me, no doubt. I figured that out a couple of weeks ago. Make up for it. Until then, she will always watch me from those invisible shadows, and I may watch you from the shadows too. Well, Damn. That's all I can really say. I read this one a few days ago and reading it again? Well shit, it looks like Symbiote is as messed up as I thought it would. Though I do find it rather ironic how I have a male Sylvia on my team exactly at this moment. Huh. Awkward. Well, anyway, hopefully I'm gonna put more Creepypastas up lately now that it's summer. And that's all I have to really say for now. This is Dev Hunter Rashi 4, signing out.